could turn criminal really fast. They're just using a civil suit to knock down a lot of your money. I'm seeing this happen with a lot of rappers, a lot of athletes, and people not paying attention.
Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine.
Shannon Sharpe's world may be crumbling fast, because according to Mase, prison could be his next stop. The former NFL star and TV personality is now at the center of a growing legal firestorm, and it's no longer just about money. On a recent episode of It Is What It Is, Mase shocked viewers by saying this lawsuit is just the beginning, and that the real danger for Shannon is a looming criminal case. Mase claimed that offering a $10 million payout to his accuser made things worse, not better. He says that kind of money makes people assume guilt, even if it's not true. And now, more alleged victims are stepping forward with serious accusations.
This is what I'm getting at, and for him to offer $10 million says that there might be some truth to this, because I'm not offering nobody no $10 million if I know I didn't do anything. And I think the only reason the $10 million didn't work, Killer, I want to know how you feel about this. I think the $10 million didn't work because the pimp need his cut. You know, just allegedly. I'm not saying there is a pimp, right? Let me give you. It's just an idea. This is just an idea, right? So if there's a pimp, right? Why y'all keep laughing at?
If Mase is right, Shannon isn't just facing a bad news cycle. He could be heading for handcuffs. But that wasn't the whole story, because the woman behind the first lawsuit, her claims are even more disturbing than people first thought. The woman at the center of this storm is a 21-year-old OnlyFans model named Gabriella Zuniga, known online as Gabby. According to court documents, she met Shannon Sharpe at a Los Angeles gym when she was just 19, while he was in his 50s. What started as a relationship soon turned into something far more troubling. Gabby says Shannon controlled her every move, expected her to be available 24/7, and constantly checked in on her when she wasn't with him. Things reportedly got worse after Shannon accidentally went live on Instagram while with another woman. Gabby says she tried to end things, but he wouldn't let go. When they met up to talk, she claims Shannon became violent and assaulted her, ignoring her cries and pleas to stop. That alone was shocking, but Gabby says it didn't end there. She says a second, even more disturbing incident happened just weeks later, and what happened next would shake the internet even more. Gabby says the second attack happened in January 2025, when Shannon came to her home claiming he had gifts, but instead of a peaceful visit, she alleges he assaulted her again, this time ignoring her request to use protection. Even worse, she says he forced himself on her in ways she never consented to, leaving her in tears. After the incident, she reportedly texted Shannon saying, "I begged you not to, and you didn't listen. No means no." Those messages added weight to her claims, but things got even messier when Shannon's legal team tried to fight back by leaking explicit texts Gabby had sent him. Instead of helping Shannon's case, many felt the texts, filled with disturbing sexual requests, only painted a more toxic and twisted picture of their relationship. Still, the drama wasn't over yet, because what came next wasn't just screenshots. It was Shannon's own voice, and it stunned everyone who heard it. Gabby's lawyer, Tony Busby, released audio recordings that sent shockwaves through the public.
I say you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
In one clip, a man believed to be Shannon Sharpe is heard threatening Gabby, saying, "If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you." In another part, he adds, "I don't think you have a choice in the matter." The audio didn't just sound aggressive. It made many question if Gabby's claims were more than just accusations. The internet exploded with reactions, some calling the recordings proof, while others believed the clips may have been edited. Shannon later denied everything, saying the audio was taken out of context to make him look guilty. Still, the damage was done. These recordings fueled even more doubt around Shannon's image, and trust in his innocence started to fade. But things didn't stop there, because Gabby wasn't the only woman with a story to tell. Another voice from Shannon's past came forward, with even darker claims. Just when people thought things couldn't get worse, another woman stepped into the spotlight. Michelle Evans, Shannon's ex-girlfriend. She resurfaced with a lawsuit that dates back to 2010, but mirrors Gabby's story in chilling detail. Michelle says their nearly decade-long relationship ended when she caught Shannon cheating, but what happened next was far from a simple breakup. Michelle claims Shannon became violent, forced her to perform acts against her will, and even threatened that no other man would want her. Shockingly, Gabby said Shannon used that exact same line on her during one of the alleged assaults. Michelle also accused him of stalking and harassing her for years after the relationship ended, which led to her filing a restraining order. With these old wounds reopened and the stories sounding eerily similar, many began to wonder, was this a pattern? But what made everything even more suspicious was the money Shannon was about to make before all this started. Mase raised eyebrows when he pointed out that Shannon was reportedly close to signing a $100 million podcast deal right before these allegations exploded. He hinted that the timing wasn't just bad luck, it might have been a setup. According to Mase, Gabby turning down a $10 million settlement didn't make sense unless there were other people behind the scenes pulling strings and looking for a bigger payday. He joked that maybe someone else needed their cut, possibly suggesting a larger scheme was at play. Online commenters quickly jumped in, with some saying it felt like a takedown plot. When a man is about to cash in big, vultures tend to circle, and Shannon might have been the next big target.
We pray all of this is like a fallacy or some kind of hoax or something like this, because he was about to get a bunch of money. And you know, when you're about to get a bunch of money, people that hate on you just wait until you're about to get that money and rain on your parade. But we can't say that. And that's why I wanted to say it, to get Stats' opinion. I knew when I said that she was gonna go, yeah. No, you can't be on your way to 100 million. I keep telling Killer, right? And niggas picking these kind of girls. You can't do that. We talked about this with Ant-Man. We talked about this with several players. You just can't do that. You about to get 100 million. You can't throw it away for an IG model. Is she an IG model?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. How does that work?
She got her separate account and she do her thing on there, and people...
Still, not everyone's buying the setup theory. Critics argue that multiple women coming forward, all with similar stories, is more than coincidence. And as the internet kept digging, they found even more from Shannon's past that raised serious red flags. Internet detectives wasted no time once the story went viral. They started digging into Shannon Sharpe's past, and what they uncovered shocked even longtime fans. One major allegation resurfaced from his time at FS1's Undisputed. A former female production assistant allegedly accused Shannon of choking her on set. According to insiders, the incident was quietly settled for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and no lawsuit was ever filed. Fox Sports and Shannon's legal team reportedly worked hard to keep it quiet. When asked about it, they claimed it was just light physical interaction in a playful context, but that explanation didn't sit well with many people. The fact that this story nearly vanished from the internet made it feel like something was being hidden, and now that it's back in the spotlight, people are questioning just how deep Shannon's past issues might go. But the surprises didn't stop there, because this wasn't the only case hiding in the shadows. Another case recently resurfaced, one that adds even more weight to the pattern many are now seeing. In 2023, Michelle Evans not only accused Shannon Sharpe of abuse from their past relationship, but also sued him for defamation. She claimed that after their split in 2010, Shannon repeatedly harassed and threatened her, trying to ruin her reputation and keep her silent. Michelle said Shannon forced her into acts she didn't consent to, and then told her no man would ever want her again. What's chilling is that Gabby claimed Shannon used nearly the same words years later. Michelle also says he stalked her, called her constantly, and watched her movements, so much that she had to get a restraining order. Shannon's team fired back, calling Michelle's claims old news and blatant lies, but to many, the story now sounds all too familiar. Still, Shannon insists he's being framed, but even his own defense strategy is starting to raise eyebrows. As the pressure mounts, Shannon Sharpe has gone on the defensive, claiming the entire situation is a setup led by attorney Tony Busby. In a recent statement, Shannon said Busby is targeting him just like he targeted other high-profile black men, including Jay-Z. He also accused Busby of editing a video to make him look guilty, challenging him to release the full clip instead of a short, damaging edit. Shannon doubled down, saying the encounter with Gabby was fully consensual and happened during the day at her invitation. He claimed Gabby, also known as Carly, on OnlyFans, and Busby were just after $50 million, and he plans to countersue them for defamation.
This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about.
He told his fans he's staying transparent, promising to fight back and clear his name. But critics say the damage may already be done, especially with multiple women telling similar stories. And while Shannon continues to deny everything, many wonder, can he really escape the storm that's closing in? With each passing day, the situation surrounding Shannon Sharpe only gets more serious. What started as a single civil lawsuit has now snowballed into a full-blown media firestorm, with shocking allegations, leaked audio, and disturbing patterns from Shannon's past all resurfacing at once. Even though Shannon maintains his innocence and insists this is all a money grab, the public is deeply divided. Some believe he's being targeted because of his success, especially with a rumored $100 million deal on the horizon. Others believe the voices of multiple women paint a disturbing picture that can't be ignored. Now, with the internet digging up past incidents, lawyers dropping damaging clips, and former flames coming forward with claims of their own, Shannon's career, legacy, and even freedom may be at stake. Whether or not this turns into a criminal case, one thing is clear: this situation is far from over. The court of public opinion is already weighing in, and Shannon is fighting not just for his name, but for his future. So what do you think? Is Shannon Sharpe being unfairly targeted, or are these allegations the result of long-hidden truths finally coming to light? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates as this story continues to unfold.